for your smartphone in Apple or Android. Well, would you give up part of your yard if it meant a quieter neighborhood?
Well, that's a tough question, but it is one that some people in Janesville are facing tonight. It's all about the expansion of 3990. Rock County reporter Valina Jones is live from tonight's meeting. Valina?
That's right, Michelle. Tonight's meeting started at 5 and will go into 7. Now, there's no doubt that the Interstate expansion project, will create some noise, and that's why DOT and residents agreed to put up a sound barrier. But to get rid of that noise, residents will have to give up a little bit.
Little did I know when I bought the property 22 years ago that we'd have an 8-lane interstate.
Sharon Heise has spent over 2 decades looking at the view and listening to the sound of cars driving by on Interstate 3990 from her bedroom window. Her only perk, the view of her elm tree. But now that's all going to change.
I'm hoping that the sound barrier will make up for the tree that I'm losing.
Last year, Heise and her neighbors voted to approve 9 noise barriers to cancel out the sound from the interstate that will double in size from 4 lanes to 8 between Highway 26 and Avalon Road. What she didn't know is to cancel out the sound, she'd have to part with a portion of her yard.
There's some trees that need to be trimmed and some shrubs that need to be cut back to get the noise wall in, but nobody's property is getting acquired or impacted directly due to the noise wall. It has to do more with the widening of the interstate.
DOT will need around 10 feet of her backyard to widen the interstate and put in the noise wall. 4 interchanges along the central segment of the project will also be impacted with roundabouts. It's all in an effort to improve travel from Madison's Beltline to the Illinois border.
Our impacts to residents and businesses is very minimal, considering how much wider the interstate will be getting and we're expanding it. We're not having to relocate any residential people or businesses.
The noise walls are an improvement, but for Heise, who was planning on selling her house, that will have to wait along with the construction.
I don't know just what kind of a mess it's going to be in my backyard. So I think it'll be fine after everything is completed. It could have been worse. 10 feet I can live with.
Now, Michelle and Eric, federal and state money will pay for that noise barrier. Tonight, the main portion of the meeting is over. Now, residents and business owners are just asking about any further questions they may have about potential impacts as the expansion project moves forward. And DOT says they plan to work with both parties to make sure that this process is as smooth as possible.
All right, keep us posted. Thank you, Valina.